My path is probably a little bit unique in that I was brought up by an executive coach. My mom has been a coach for years, and so she taught me very early on about self-awareness, about personality styles, and critical thinking. But one thing that really stands out to me about coaching is when I was in college, a senior in college, she came and visited my roommates and I one weekend and brought Myers-Briggs personality test for us to complete. And through that process, we really learned what our strengths were, what maybe our blind sides were, and helped us to think through the whole professional career process. And I still think about those questions today, whether I'm moving jobs or I'm starting a new venture. I think that whole process of critical thinking has really impacted my life. I think what leaders who supervise or manage millennials can gain from having a millennial coach is that perspective, right? I am a millennial myself, and research shows that millennials prefer a coaching style of leadership versus a top-down leadership. And what I mean by that is, for example, it's time for a review with your millennial employee. And so you bring that employee in, and a top-down leadership style would say, here's what you did right and here's what you did wrong. Versus a coaching style of leadership would say, let's talk about this. What do you think went right in this situation, and where do you think we can make improvements? And that just slight change of wording can make especially a millennial employee, feel valued and make them feel heard. I really think any type of person can benefit from having a coach. I will say, I think there's a willingness that a person has to have if they are going to hire a coach, and that is a willingness for introspection, a willingness for honesty with oneself, and then a willingness to be challenged. And often that can be difficult, but I think if you're able to go into a coaching relationship that way, then you will benefit most from that experience. I bring a unique perspective in that I was raised by an executive coach, and I've learned the value of coaching very early on. And I'm also a trained coach myself. But additionally, I have a nuanced experience in that I have worked with leaders from every sector, so political leaders to business leaders and nonprofit leaders. And additionally, I have entrepreneurial experience in starting my own social venture.